How peculiar. Both texts include references to succubi, yet no mention of incubi. I wonder if... Oh my. Time to put this book away. Ah, there's a new face. Welcome. Welcome to my humble storytelling, fortune-telling, tale-telling... Yes, right to the point, are we? Very well. Take a seat and I'll start your tab. Why don't you tell me about yourself first? Where do you hail from? Well, that certainly isn't from around here. I think you'll find that stories of this realm may be rather far-fetched compared to what you're used to. But I suppose that's why you're here, to give audience to the absurd. Which tale shall we start with today? Oh, what quaint taste you have. It's been some time since I visited the town of Flinsmouth. I must ask, though, why a story of this town? Is it... I see. Well, if it's a sample you want to start with, it's just a sample you'll get. Flinsmouth was founded in the 2nd lunar year. Yes, it's really that old. It was originally just a fishing village for humans, and that's all it really ever became. Pretty boring, really. The end. Not satisfied? Good. You shouldn't be. Now, hand me a silver or two, and I'll tell you what you really want to hear. Thank you kindly. Now, come, sit closer. Nowadays, people who go into Flinsmouth come out changed. Not physically, no, not usually at least. They enter as normal, like presumably you and I, and they leave as if they had witnessed things they should not have, like figures in the mist, appendages reaching out of the water, shadows without bodies to project them. And those are just the things people see when they are conscious. When they sleep, I don't think a human would be able to comprehend the wondrous horrors the people of Flinsmouth see when they dream. I can only describe it as a completely different reality, so devoid of what we consider as normal that any sane person would awaken as, well, not sane. Oh, there's more. I happen to possess a special ability only minstrels and Lorekeepers do, called the Eye of Providence. Well, in your terms, it means I can see, hear, and feel most anything that goes on in this world. Perfect thing to have for someone in my profession. That's right. If a tree falls in the forest of the wilderness, I can hear it. If a drake wakes from its slumber in the northern mountains, I can see the smoke puff from its nostrils as it opens its green eyes ready for the day's hunt. And if someone from Flinsmouth to the east has a horrible nightmare about the eldritch wonders beyond the veil of space, well, I know about that too. But I wouldn't be able to fully describe that to you, human, would I? What do you mean, am I human? How do I not go insane with this power? A fair question. You have the phrase, ignorance is bliss, after all. A very true statement, I'll say. I have my ways of keeping my wits about me, just as you have your reasons for wanting to hear about an old fishing town. Speaking of which, shall I continue? You want to hear about a bar there, Well, there is one bar in Flinsmouth. More like a humble pub run by an equally humble elf. They don't serve much there beyond ales and fish, though I hear the elven chef is quite good at his craft. Never seen nor heard of a time the plates weren't picked clean, leaving nothing but the tiny little bones behind. You could try it if you find yourself down there, but I take it you wanted to know something specific about the bar. Of course you did. Why else would you have asked? The patrons who attend there? Well, there's this little old orc woman who eats there at least once a week, and sometimes the fishermen stop by in the evening for a pint or two, but other than that, it's really just passerbys. Do I know the passerbys? That certainly gets into the realm of specifics. Remember what I said about ignorance is bliss? Lean in. I'll give you fair warning. The more you learn about what I have seen through Eye of Providence, the more taxing it will be on you. Oh no. Don't pull out the coin purse. That's not what I meant. I do take tips at the end, though. Now, with my warning in mind, what do you wish to know? A young woman, you say? An adventurer? Well, recently there's been two. There's Spellblade, who is an adventurer from a guild that I am rather familiar with, and another who I am not so familiar with. I don't know if I recognize her that well. They were wearing a cloak the whole time they were in there, and... Oh, I see. That's who you've been looking for. Well, the woman in the cloak could have been anyone, really, but... Oh. I think I'm starting to get it. You met this person near Flintsmith. Or in a town similar to Flintsmith in your world. Ho ho. I'm starting to get as invested in finding them as you are. Yes, the rest of the story shall be on me. Do put the coins away. Well, what else about the area do you need to know? The Nether Seas, the misty coastline, The only thing you want to know is the person in the cloak. I'm afraid that if I go any further, you will indeed feel the consequences. Eye of Providence is not meant to tell the future, let alone give information to a person who could make such rash decisions based on what they could know. I cannot say what will happen to you next if we proceed. And yet you still wish to proceed. All right. Well, let's see. It appears the person you seek is headed west towards the wilderness, ancient land of the elves, and the monsters they worshipped. Why would she... Oh. Well then, let's call it there, shall we? Some things are better left unsaid and unknown, especially to you so foreign to this world. Your insistence is hardly surprising. Sign a waiver? What do you mean? I see. Well, here you consent by verbally agreeing. So if you truly wish to know more, simply say yes, and I'll take that as your word. Very well. Oh, the girl you seek is not human. You may have suspected as such. Oh no, that's not the detail you need to worry yourself with. Not yet. You see, the girl has a stone of sorts in her pocket. Yes, like a crystal, that's right. And in that crystal is... Well now, you're more versed in demonology than I would have thought. In that case, allow me to presume. You came to me because in your world you met this wonderful girl, and you loved her so much that you gave her a fragment of your soul, literally. And then she escaped to this world. Even I couldn't tell you how or why. And you, out of pursuit and frantic passion, found your way here. And now you've come to me to confirm your suspicions about where she is. Is that so? Wow. I must commend your determination, my friend. Well, you do know where she's headed, and I take it you realize what a journey this is going to be. Yes, I will accept a generous tip. Thank you for your patronage. It's not every day I get to think about what lies under the nether seas and beyond space and anything like that. Now, as for you, do remember what I told you. You now know things that you should not, and with forbidden knowledge comes consequences. Don't say I didn't warn you if you start feeling strange on your journey, or seeing things you aren't sure are there, or perhaps hearing things, or, who knows, not I, not yet. Well, farewell, new friend. If you do find who you're looking for, please tell me. I'd love to hear a story about humans retrieving the souls back. Maybe this will have a happy ending. Who knows? I hope it does for you. All right then. Safe travels.